When you apply for jobs, are you sending out resumes or CVs? Most people use these two words like they mean the exact same thing. And while sometimes they do, sometimes sending the wrong one can cost you the job. Hi, Kickresume here. We've already helped more than 9 million people get hired at companies like Nike, Google, Microsoft, and many other neat places, and today we'll show you the difference between a resume and a CV. Let's start with the resume. You'll use a resume for pretty much any job, in pretty much any industry. Marketing, retail, tech, finance, healthcare, the trades. Well, you get the idea. If a company is hiring, it wants a resume. When you're applying for jobs with a resume, every single one you send is targeted to a specific job ad. So you can't just spill all of your work history onto the page. You know, everything you've ever done until today, right down to the last summer job you had in high school. Every line has to pull its weight. So look at what the ad is asking for. Unique skills, experience, qualities, and put those front and center. The purpose of a resume is to come out looking like the closest fit for exactly what they're describing. And keep in mind, you never send the same resume twice. There have been many debates about what the ideal resume length is. If you have less than 10 years of professional experience, 1 page should be more than enough. But if you've been on the market for more than 10 years, your resume can span 2 pages. A resume typically opens with a short profile, then your work experience in reverse chronological order. Then skills and education, and you can also add optional sections like certification, projects, volunteering, etc. A CV or a curriculum vitae is preferred in academia and the fields built around it. University and research posts, PhD applications, grants, fellowships, teaching jobs, and in most countries, medicine and law. A CV grows with you. You add to it and almost never delete because the point is completeness. Your degrees, your thesis title, your supervisor, your research, your internships, your teaching, every publication. Since comprehensiveness is the main thing here, there's no page limit. The shorter ones can run 2 or 3 pages, but as senior professors, for example, can run past 20 easily. CVs are ordered a little differently too. Education comes first, because in academia, your degrees are the credential. Then publications, research, conferences, teaching, grants, awards, and references. In the US and Canada, a resume and a CV are 2 different documents. Almost everywhere else though, the UK, Europe, Australia, India, etc., CV is just the everyday word for a resume. So if you're looking for a job in Berlin and the ad asks for your CV, it probably wants a resume. But if a Boston job asks for your CV, it probably wants the academic version. Now, Kickresume's templates aren't labeled CVs, but the builder lets you rename sections, order them, and add as many as you need. So plenty of our users have built full academic CVs anyway. If you've got an ISIC or ITIC card, you get 6 months of your premium tools for free. Links in the description. That'll be all from us today. See you next time.